My name's Bobby Schwartz. I have a brilliant, beautiful wife, Karen Breslow, and we have a son, a 22-year-old son, Benjamin Schwartz. We also have a 14-month-old adopted dog named Nova, who may burst in at any moment to make her presence known. We're kind of dog crazy people here. She's our 5th rescue. Hi, honey.
When I think about Bobby's commitment to Tzedek, he hurls himself at his work. But like so many people who virtue signal and post everything on social media, he definitely does not do it for the credit.
You have any new tattoos you haven't shown me lately?
Like when I was a kid and I would like lie about stuff, he would really get mad at me for that because he's really kind of like, obsessed, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but he's very obsessed with like the truth. He's very much into like making sure that there's like, that the right thing is done.
There are a lot of people associated with Tzedek who are generous financially. There are a number of people who are generous with their wisdom, and there are others who are very generous with their time and volunteer. Bobby does all of those things. Even with a very busy law practice, Bobby has been exceptionally generous with his time as a volunteer on important Tzedek cases.
I remember maybe my 2nd or 3rd day on the job, we had a site visit from a very important foundation who was considering whether or not to support Tzedek. And I remember the foundation program officer was looking at our financials and they were giving us a hard time. They said, you have engaged in some deficit spending, and how do you defend these decisions, and how are you going to turn it around? And I was brand new and did not have a particularly polished answer to that question at the ready. And I just will never forget Bobby stepping in, and he had an explanation for why the board had chosen to approve budgets the way they had and what the plan was going forward. And then at the end he said, but at the end of the day, I sleep fine at night, because what you're telling me is maybe we served one more client than we can afford, and that's okay.
So let me tell you a little bit about PACE. PACE is an acronym, Property Assessed Clean Energy. It is a program to help people put solar energy and other energy-saving improvements into their houses. And either a feature or a bug of the program, however you look at it, is that the loan was secured by a property tax lien. And it meant that if you got behind on your PACE loan payments, you'd lose your house. It unleashed an army of unscrupulous home improvement contractors throughout the city.
My name's Reginald Nemore. I'm married to my wife, Sabrina Nemore. I've been in this home for long enough to be paid it off. It was well over 20 years. And I raised 3 sons here. And then, unfortunately, out of the blue in 2014, my wife was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And with the MS, the heat is kind of like a stress factor. And so we were running the AC a lot, and that led us to thinking about solar panels.
A contractor would go door to door and talk about how the county was going to give this homeowner new solar panels for free. All you had to do was sign here.
So I went from about $925 a month mortgage to over $1,400 a month. It was a nightmare. I couldn't really let my wife know how bad things was because I didn't want to stress her out, but we would have probably had to go in foreclosure. But by the grace of God, pretty much we were led to Tzedek.
The PACE class action lawsuit was not only brought against the predators, but against the County of Los Angeles. So crafting a lawsuit against an important governmental institution that we work with, that funds us, was a delicate, difficult matter. Fortunately, it was Bobby Schwartz who led the effort in putting together that lawsuit.
Bobby and the whole team were really on sharp. They were on the game. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be having this conversation, maybe not here anyway.
If you ask me what have I gotten most out of being involved in Tzedek, it gives me a greater feeling of purpose and accomplishment than just worrying about my own self-interest. To know that I'm helping this organization continue to help people who so vitally depend on it, that That's really what I've come to away with more than anything else, that feeling, that sense of relief that I have been able to help an organization make such a difference.